Sedona Humane Society for their Kritter Camp. We're going to show you some amazing things today. Kids learning how to care for pets. Very often, maybe they have a dog at home, maybe they have a cat at home, but the parents really don't take the time, or they don't have the time to teach their kids how to act properly around the pets. Kritter Camp at Humane Societies. Here I am in Sedona, but there's Humane Societies all over the country having Kritter Camps in the summer. It's a great idea, a great way to educate kids and get the information out there that animals need our help. Here I am at the Sedona Humane Society with Jackie, who's the camp counselor, head camp counselor here at Sedona.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And all these wonderful kids we were just talking to. What's the purpose? You know, years ago you never would have heard of a canine or Kritter Camp. What is Kritter Camp all about, and why is it so necessary?
Well, the first thing we want to really do is make it fun. It's not like an extension of school. It should be fun. But part of that fun also should show them responsibility to having an animal, how to care for an animal, to have some compassion for the animals around it, because we are so much a part of the animal world, and we all know that they will give us forever love. And so we just like to extend that whole responsibility, caring attitude. And all these campers have already come here with that intent. They love the animals and they want to know more about them. And this is a learning experience, so it's a really hands-on experience. Now
when you guys go back and talk to your friends, are you going to talk to them about Kritter Camp and what you learned here at Kritter Camp and the importance of taking care of animals properly? You know, it's so good because, you know, a lot of people don't realize, Jackie, that so many children have adverse relationships with pets only because they don't know how to act around
Exactly.
pets. And I think something like Kritter Camp is exactly what communities need, so that children learn how, if they're out playing ball and there's a dog running by, exactly how to handle it, how to stay calm.
Well, and that's one of the lessons that we're going to teach during this week is how dog behavior. How to avoid dog bites, how to approach the animals, because a lot of times everybody looks at the dogs and thinks because it's wagging its tail, it's a real friendly animal.
Yeah, which side do you believe?
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. So part of that is learning, but it's a fun learning experience for them. And this has been my 4th year of doing this.
4 years, huh?
And I learn something every time.
And you learn from the kids.
I learn from the kids. They are absolutely awesome.
You know, it's interesting. When I was walking in today, Gary was showing me some charts that he made of the different body languages of dogs.
Yes.
And I guess you kids are going to get those
They're
sooner or
going to
later.
get that.
And what it's going to do is actually teach you. You know how sometimes when you get nervous, if you're in school and you're taking a test and you scratch your head, or maybe you crack your knuckles? Well, dogs have their own way of showing you when they're nervous or they're anxious or they're not feeling well. And I know this chart that Gary made up is really going to be helpful to you guys. For example, everyone just assumes that when a dog raises his paw, he wants to shake your hand, and that's not always the case. And I think it's important that everyone understands that.
I do too. And also, there's the diversity of this camp. It isn't just dogs and cats. We had rabbits the other day.
Am I hearing reptiles and chickens in the back of my head?
Yes, reptiles and chickens, and we had rabbits and javelinas. Well, we didn't actually have a real javelina, but we talked about them because not only do we have the domestic animals, we live with the wildlife around us, and there should be that same respect for them as it is for our domestic animals.
Like, for example, you guys living here in Arizona, you're going to be exposed to snakes, and you're going to be exposed to lizards and tarantulas and other type of animals. For example, I remember I was jogging about 3 or 4 months ago, and I actually came across something I thought I'd never seen in the wild, but a mountain lion. And so learning how to react. So is anyone here afraid of reptiles? Did they do the reptile stuff yet?
Absolutely. They all got to hold a 6 foot.
Oh, so you already did your reptile stuff.
They already did a 6 foot gopher snake.
Really?
Yes.
And you felt comfortable? Isn't it amazing? You think they're slimy and stuff, but they're really kind of neat, right? And everyone has their own personality, just like
And
people.
they learned which snakes are good snakes and which snakes are not so good snakes. So once again, the whole basis of this camp is knowledge and appreciation and respect.
So this, you said, is the 4th year?
Yes.
This is the 4th year, and have you spoken to some of the students that had gone through the camp maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago?
Actually, Mia is this your 4th time, Mia? She is a repeat.
Oh, so you're like an original.
Yes, yeah.
And why do you keep coming back every year, Mia?
Because I think it's really fun to learn about new animals.
And when you're like an adult, what is it? Do you want to work with animals? Is that something you want to do as a career?
Yeah.
And what, as a veterinarian?
Actually, as I'm getting older, I want to volunteer at the Humane Society.
Oh, what a great thing to
That's
do.
awesome.
What a super thing to do. And that's so important. You know, so many of the humane societies and rescue groups around the country, they just don't have enough volunteers. And having the kids get involved, I think, is really, really important. First of all,
Yeah, you too.
First of all, the kids really can educate their parents. There's a lot of adults out there that don't know a lot about pet care. They don't know the proper way to groom. They don't know what the different body language of the pet is. So actually, this gives you guys an opportunity to go home after Kritter Camp and actually teach mom and dad something about animals. Do you sit down and talk with your parents after Kritter Camp and talk about what you did and what
Well,
you
actually,
learned?
what they have is a daily evaluation. And they are able to write it out, what were their favorite things, what did they learn, and so hopefully they'll take that
Really?
information home to their parents and be able to talk about it.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited to meet all of you and find such a great group of kids that are just so into animals and want to help them. And I guess that's everyone's main objective, is not only to learn about animals, but to help them. What a great statement to volunteer at a humane society or an animal shelter, or to become a veterinarian or get involved with animals somewhere. I've personally been working with animals. It's been my career for a lot of years. I'm not gonna tell you how many years, but it's been a lot of years. And one of the fascinating things that you guys are gonna learn as you get older and work with animals is that there's no such thing as a bad day. Because no matter how bad the day is, one of the dogs, one of the cats is going to make you smile, and you're going to go home feeling better about yourself. So what's the first thing you guys do when you go home? Do you tell your dogs, do you talk to, how many of you guys talk to your dog? Did you tell your dog what you did at camp today? Kinda. What do you say? What's your dog's name?
Buster and Lacey.
Buster and Lacey. She said, Buster and Lacey, let me tell you about mine. See, I do that. When I come home from work, I'll sit down with my dog, Skylar. I have a German Shepherd and a Chihuahua mix. And I'll sit down and say, well, this was my day. I spent the day with some kids over Sedona Humane Society. You guys have those kind of conversations with your pets?
Well, I don't have a dog, so it's hard for me, but I do talk to my stuffed animals.
So, yeah, well, that's okay. But you see, even though you can't have a dog because of your mom's allergies, at least you can come here, and so when you have your own home, maybe you can have a dog back then. Well, thank you guys for coming here. I really appreciate it. I hope you
Because
guys
now we
learn
have
a lot.
something else that we're going to do today.
Yeah, what are you guys doing today?
Going on a field trip.
We're going on a field trip.
Looking for?
How to groom dogs.
Really?
Yes.
So you can learn how to clip them down and make
Yep.
them look real fancy and poofy and
So that's the second half of our program.
yeah, guys, you have a question?
And like all kinds of dogs have different personalities. Like my dog, she doesn't really like getting wet. So like we try to bathe her every once in a week, but she's really strong and really fast, so she like runs all over.
See, sometimes with my dog, when I first got my dog, he didn't like being bathed either. So what I would do is I would fake bathe him. I would put him in the tub with no water, and I would massage him, and I'd give him special treats and toys that he only got in the bathtub. Then after a couple of days of that, I put an inch of water in the tub and again massage him. So what happened is he learned that something that he felt was scary or bad actually turned out to be something that was fun and enjoyable. So that's what you need to do, a little bit at a time. But they are fast. If they don't want to get bathed, you gotta put on those running shoes.
That's how it's tricky.
Oh, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a really good day and your field trip out there and learn how to groom dogs. And I hope someday I'll see all of you helping animals.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Soap on the dog. You guys are each gonna get to scratch the soap into his coat, and then we're gonna rinse the dog, okay? And then we're gonna dry him off, and we're gonna remain very calm, and remember to tell him how good of a dog they're being. It's kind of scary for them, okay? Because do you guys like to take baths? No.
You will someday.
You will someday, don't worry. But, so Crystal's gonna come and bring the dog. Do any of you guys have any questions before we start? What's your question?
Yep.
I do not have a Basenji here, and I don't have one at home.
Maybe I forgot.
To a horse, that's pretty cool. It's kind of the same, but a little bit different.
What kind of shampoo are you going to use?
Well, we can use mane and tail, because it smells really good. But we also have flea shampoos for the doggies that have fleas. You guys know what fleas are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. They're not cool, huh? Or, that's a conditioner. Let's see if we can find one that smells better.
That's so cute.
I think the mane and tail is probably going to be the best.
That's
Put that ramp down, let it walk up the ramp.
Wait.
Now watch the dog go off the ramp.
So, this is Mister.
That's Mister.
Very nice, Serena. We gotta remember to tell him how good of a dog he's gonna be.
Man,
Oh, she's shaking.
pull that out.
She's scared.
You pulled it, isn't it?
You're fine.
You get this out of here.
What's happening? Good boy, Alright, you wanna be in control. I'm so scared. Okay, we're gonna come over on the side. Let Crystal sneak in there. So she's gonna control the dog's head so he doesn't jump out of the bathtub, because they do try to do that. And then you're gonna get all wet. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the faucet and it's gonna freak him out a little bit, okay? So we gotta make sure it's good boy, mister.
You have to do it warm.
You gotta do warm, you don't want it to be too hot and you don't want it to be too cold for him, okay? So I'm gonna start getting him wet, and when you're wetting him with the hose, you wanna keep the hose close to his body, okay?
That's what I do with my dog.
Yeah, that way you don't get wet and you don't freak the dog out with the noise. Okay? So you wanna try first? Just press that down. And you can use your other hand if you want. You wanna make sure you get everything wet. There you go. Even underneath from the belly. In the front, there you go.
Girl.
Okay, let's let someone else try it. And if you can reach over, you're taller. If you want, you can try to reach over. There you go. Get that side.
Good boy.
Yeah, tell him how good he's being. Being a good boy, mister. Good boy. Nice, gentle pets on his face. And when you take the dog a bath, you want to make sure you remain calm so they know that it's okay. All right, let's let someone else get in here. Diana, look at that face.
Yeah, I know.
Cute, huh? You want to get
Better than my dog.
He's better than your dog.
Yeah, my dog tries to down.
Yeah, sometimes they do. It really depends. Every dog acts differently in a
My dog
bathtub.
doesn't like water.
Really?
She drinks it, but she doesn't like getting wet.
She doesn't like getting wet?
Yeah, but we have to wash her.
We do, huh? All right, well, let's let someone else get in there. Why don't you guys back up so other people can come up and pet him? You can go next, okay? You want to get in here? Oh, really? She's loud, huh? Yeah. Good job. Yeah, you want to make sure you hit the tail. There we go. Good boy, mister. All right, let's let someone else try. Who hasn't gone? Oh, Mia. And then you can go after, okay? Try to get his chest. His chest is coming up. There you go. Watch out for your face. Might come back up. They're really good with kids. There you go. Here, you try to. There you go. Maybe so reach.
So
There we go. Good boy, mister. Good boy. Water leak on you. Sometimes they'll get you in the face too. Okay, who else hasn't sprayed the dog? You haven't? Have you? You have. Everyone's had it in? Except for you? For Kenna. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Give him a good rinse down.
It's okay.
He looks a little scared, huh?
It's okay.
All right, good job. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make sure.
When they're done.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that we got everything.
He had, you can believe it, he had an unspotted Appaloosa.
And we're gonna put some shampoo on him. So you gotta rub him down first.
Go ahead.
Yep. Go ahead, use your nails like this. Scratch them, scratch, 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 scratch. Someone else want to get in here and do it? There you go, he likes that. Look at him. Scratch, scratch, scratch. All right, let's let two other people try. You want to rinse your hands? You can rinse your hands. There you go.
I improvised that.
Like a giant.
Here, you want to rinse them?
Here's a towel.
Works.
Okay. Our next two. All right, let's get two people. And when you guys are done, let's move to the back so other people can come up here. All right. Let's give him some more soap. Go ahead and give him a good scratch down on his belly too. You can get the soap to reach his belly. There you go. He likes to be rubbed like that, huh? Okay, let's rinse your hands. All right, next two people.
I got the towel.
He has the towel. Here, let's put the
Pass it around that.
You want to get underneath his belly? Put your hand underneath there and scrub it. Diana, you want to get the front of his chest, okay?
Okay. Are you,
I got the towel.
are you finished, Brianna?
Have you rinsed yet? Sometime.
I don't think she has yet. You haven't scrubbed him yet, have
Have you
you?
scrubbed him? Oh, you scrubbed him? Okay.
I got the towel.
All right. And you did, Amaya? Okay. All right.
I got the towel.
And we'll make a circle around the dog and take
There you
turns.
go.
Okay, Taylor, you ready for a towel, honey?
Think about their hands.
Got it?
The dog out. Gotta make sure you get all that soap out of there. Just like when you wash your hair at home. So, good.
Okay. Mia, have you scrubbed him yet?
We always have to, at my house, we always have to one of my dog's backpacks because mine's the only shower head that comes off. So my bathroom always smells like
Now,
a
there's
dog.
no way that I can wash my two shepherds in my bathtub.
I washed my two pit bulls.
It always smells like
Then
a dog.
I have
I'll get
pictures.
you come over to help me wash my
And then you can rub them.
I'm sorry.
Look, you want to rub them like right here on the side.
Oh.
Try to get his legs a little bit.
I'm embarrassed.
So when you're being a good boy, huh? All right. Now I'm gonna rinse off the soap, and you do the same thing like you were scrubbing it. You use your nails. Here, You want to make sure you get all the soap off, because if you don't, you make his skin kind of itchy. And we don't want him to be itchy, right? So when you use the same, you use your nails, and you want to make sure you get everywhere you put soap.
Oh, I am.
And it's kind of hard to get to the belly, but
You still got soap here.
does he got soap up there?
Yep.
All right.
It's gonna take a while for that. Yeah, he got a lot in there.
It also doubles
He's being a good boy, huh?
No.
Don't you guys want to take him home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might
He's available for adoption. You tell your parents.
Yeah, we really got him.
Say he's good with kids.
So sweet.
All right. So now Mister's all done, and we're gonna take him out. So let's all just
Get in the
back up a
circle.
little bit.
Everyone get in the circle back here. Right
Don't
there.
pat her head
And
around.
he's gonna shake. So let's let him shake first, and then we'll put the towel in front of you.
Back a little, back a little, back, back. Now when we start to dry the dog, we don't want to put the towel over his face. We don't want the towel anywhere near his head, okay?
So we're gonna do it one person at a time. You're gonna come up from the back, wrap the towel around him, and give him a good rub. Okay?
ahead, Mia.
Who wants to go first? Do you wanna go first? Okay. So you're gonna wrap it over his body like this. There you go. Now grab both ends and rub. Yeah, like this. There you go.
Oh.
It's like a car wash. All right, let's let someone else. He's a good boy. Tell him he's a good boy.
Amaya, give me your towel, honey. Yeah. Thank you.
You're a good boy, huh? Good boy, mister.
All right.
You want to keep it from coming out of that cage? Here.
Right here it is. All right, let's let someone else try.
Okay, let me have your towel.
Is that why we had to wear shoes?
Try to get his
We'll just use them to
Jackie.
It's wet, huh?
Jackie, is that why we had to wear closed shoes?
Yes, yes. But
All right,
also
next.
because we have our
There we go.
second half
Yeah.
of our field trip. Yeah, we're not finished. This is just the first half.
Yeah, you guys get to see the real cool stuff. So.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, let's let someone else
What are
try.
the other ones gonna be? Probably being Clinton.
Now, what you're gonna concentrate on is in here.
Not perfect.
There you go. Scrub it, scrub it.
When my family goes to
Yeah, we're gonna take these off.
All right, let's let someone else try.
Let's take the bag off.
No,
There you go.
Your poncho.
I know, but you gotta wait till the guys come back.
yeah, the should be,
Yeah, it's trying to wiggle away, huh? All right, let's let someone else try.
he can't come Friday.
Okay, good. This is for the second group, because we're gonna switch. Yeah.
Well, we have 3 more sessions, so maybe we can book something.
All right, you ready? You want to dry him? You're gonna concentrate over here on his chest, okay? Come on.
Thanks, Dean.
There we go. Now hold his head up so you can get there. You go. Good boy, huh? He's being a good boy. Very good. All right,
What's his name?
Mister.
Hi, mister. Hey, can I ask you, how many of you guys have dogs at home? What kind of dog do you have?
A beagle.
A beagle. How often do you bathe your dog? Oh, shame on you. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a French bulldog and a Yorkie.
A French bulldog and a Yorkie poo. What about you?
I don't know what they are. That's the hard part.
No, that's, see, my favorite dogs in the world are the dogs you don't know what they are. It's like my dog. I have no idea what my dog is. There's a little of this, a little of that, but they make the best dogs in the world. What do you have? A Basenji, so it doesn't bark, it yodels, right? There you go. Barkless dog of Africa. What about you?
2 hound dogs.
2 hound dogs. And what about you? You don't have a dog? Well, that's okay. Maybe someday you will. What about cats? No cats? What kind of your cat's name? Our cats are cool too.
I don't have any pets.
No pet yet?
I'm allergic.
Your mom's allergic.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can bring home the dog and tell your mom to come here. No, that won't work. All right, did you guys enjoy bathing? What a great job you did, by the way. You know, I talk to a lot of people that bathe their dogs, and they really don't take the patience, and they get their dogs all anxious and all nervous, where when you bathe your dog, if you make it fun, then the dog enjoys it. Like my dog thinks the greatest thing in the world is getting a bath, because he knows afterwards he's going to get a little massage, he's going to get his butt rubbed a little bit, his head rubbed a little bit, and they really feel good about it. You know, you hate taking a bath, but you always feel good after the fact.
Yep.
How many dogs do you
Good
bathe?
boy, honey.
A day?
Yeah.
A handful.
A handful.
It really
A big
depends.
handful? Or...
It really depends. Sometimes a small handful, sometimes a big one.
How much time we have?
Did
Yeah.
you guys really enjoy? Why did you decide to come to Kritter Camp? Who wants to talk to me? Yeah, why?
And I love animals.
Do you love animals? Really? That's good, because kids that love animals really grow up to be really good people. And how about you? Why did you come to Kritter Camp?
Because I really enjoy being around the animals.
So you enjoy being around the animals too, yeah. Do your parents love animals? And what about you? How come you decided to come to Kritter Camp?
Because my favorite thing to do is take care of animals.
Really? So what do you want to do when you grow up? Do you want to be a veterinarian or a dog?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a veterinarian when you grow up? Really? What about you?
Good boy, honey. Just learning about the animals.
Learning, but you also love animals, right? Is anyone here that doesn't love animals? Okay, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. And you all know about spaying and neutering. We talk about spaying and neutering at Kritter Camp, so you all know about spaying and neutering, so you can speak to your parents about that and kids at school about that. So you really enjoying yourself here?
Yeah.
I see you guys are going to play with some cats later. All right, do you like cats and dogs just as much? Same
Yeah.
Mister's telling you guys
Look,
thank
what a
you.
happy guy. Hi, mister, what a happy guy. Well, thank you guys for doing a great job. You know what, I'm real proud of you. You know what they say about you guys? They say that kids that go to Kritter Camp and kids that love pets, when they grow up to be the best people in the whole wide world. So you got a lot to look forward to, guys. Thanks a lot for coming.
And what do we say to Bianca and Crystal?
Thank you. You're welcome, guys. You did a good job.